Well, good morning everybody. Alright, so this has been setting overnight and I pulled off all the Lego blocks, except for the bottom one. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to just try and pull the clay off, and hopefully we got a nice clean part underneath, and I can get ready to lay up or pour the second half of this thing. Since this is water soluble or water dissolvable, I don't know what the term is, but since the clay kind of washes away with water, I'm gonna wash this up with some warm water and get all the clay residue off of the part and the mold, and then I'll have to rebuild the Lego fence back up around it so that I can pour the second part of this thing. Back in a bit. Okay, so we're ready to pour. I have put the Legos back around it, and I've added a couple of features here. When all is said and done, this will be the fill port, and so resin will flow in this way into the final mold. These are a couple of breather ports. These are just made out of just some clay rolled up in my hand, and so that's that. Another 145 grams of silicone, and we pour. That killed me. Alright, so again, I forgot to do the thing that I think is important. Some people don't seem to think it's important, but I don't care what they think. And that is to brush some of this silicone into the screw heads and the finer details of this component, and to make sure that the final parts show those screw heads and various pieces the way I want them to be shown. So this is just so stupid. Alright, I happen to know where all the screw heads are, so I can just kind of try and force just a little bit of, just I want no stupid little air bubbles, or at least the very smallest number of air bubbles as I can possibly achieve. I mean, ultimately, I'm sure everybody can understand this. I want every part to come out of the mold perfect and ready to paint. And I know that that may not be realistic, but I don't care. It's what I want. I want what I want. Alright, start our pour again. I mean, this high pour method, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I can see air bubbles being trapped by all this folding that goes on. I can see the air bubbles flowing out from this mound of folding ribbon. And to me, I don't know, man, it's just this high pour method people talk about. It just looks like a good way. It might cause the air bubbles to stretch out while it's pouring down this thin stream. So any air bubbles that were in the cup get stretched and popped during the process of this pour. But then we just go and create brand new air bubbles right here in this folding ribbon. And so, I don't know. It's not possible that I could be overthinking it. Okay, it's about as full as it's going to get, and that's about it. You know, I'm gonna set it up on top of the sander and vibrate it for a few minutes, get some of the major air bubbles out, and I'll bring you back later for the demolding. Okay, so we are back. I have removed the Lego house, and let's bring it over closer here. And I popped it open. It actually came open pretty easily, and I need a pointer. A couple of minor imperfections. We see a little bit of a bubble right here, but this is actually going to be against the body. So that shouldn't affect the look of the heat sinks. I don't know if you can see in here, you can see the little Phillips head screws. Those turned out really nice. All the screw heads actually appear to, they look pretty good. So this half of the mold looks pretty nice. Second half, so this is the second half that got poured earlier today, and same kind of thing. Got a couple of, there were some bubbles against the body here, but those won't show up. Those won't be terribly visible. I see some other bubbles though. A lot of bubbles in each corner. Almost every corner has a bubble. That's a screw head. That's a screw head. Yeah, little bubble there. That's supposed to be a screw head. Can't see it. I might have to trim that a little bit. Bubble there. And then you can see this white stuff. So that's the clay. I took out the clay here. This is the fill port that I'll pour into. And then so we'll pull the clay out of, and then these are going to be the overflow ports. So let's come out just like that. Alright, so I'm going to say that this looks promising. I might have to lay up a part tonight just to check it out, check it in, check it out. So alright, so this is mold version 2 or 3, depending on how you count, and these should go together nicely with all the various little alignment pins, and it does. Excellent. Nice little block of green magic. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll start another one when I get ready to drop some resin into this thing later.